Hi guys, welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking. Welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking, and today what I'm going to show you is how I make my creamy beef and potatoes. So let's get started. I have 1 medium onion, 3 garlic cloves. I'll cut and peel the onion and then I'll grate it on my grater. I'm going to use this side of the grate. So that was 1 medium onion. In my frying pan, I'll place a little bit of olive oil. I have my burner on medium, so it's probably about a tablespoon. Now I'll put my grated onions in. While my onions are in the frying pan, I'm going to grate my garlic cloves. So I have my 3 garlic cloves. I'll peel them, and I'm going to use this side of the grater. Once the garlic cloves are grated, then I'll add them to my onions. Last one. Now I'll go add my garlic to my onion. I'll mix it around. Now I'll go get my ground beef. I added in 1 pound of ground beef. Now I'm kind of chopping it up in my pan, mixing it around with the onion and garlic. I'll let this brown up. And what I'm doing is just chopping it smaller and smaller. I don't like big chunks in this recipe. My burner's on medium. Now I'll salt and pepper. A little bit of salt and pepper. Now I'll mix this around. While my ground beef is browning, I'm going to slice some potatoes. I have 4 medium potatoes that I washed. I'm going to leave these peels on. Now I'll cut them into little slices. You can see how thin I'm slicing them. All my potatoes are sliced, so now I'll go check on my ground beef. Almost there. Once the ground beef is nicely browned, I'm going to drain some of the liquid out of here. Along with the onions and garlic and the salt and pepper, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of onion powder. So I'll just sprinkle it on. I'll eyeball it. I'll also add a teaspoon of paprika. And a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now I'll mix this all in. Smells good. I preheated my oven to 350. Now I'll drain all this liquid out. Now that I drained all the liquid out, I'm going to add 2 cups of beef broth. I'll let that simmer. I have my burner on medium. The ground beef has been simmering in with this beef broth, so I'm just stirring it around. It really smells good. To this, I'm going to add in 1 cup of heavy whipping cream. So I'll pour that in. Now I'll mix this around. Once it's simmering, I'll turn my burner off, place it in a casserole dish, and then put my potatoes on top. Put it in my 350-degree oven for about an hour. I want to make sure the potatoes are fully cooked. And this is what I call my creamy ground beef and potatoes. It's really good. Now I'll add in a teaspoon of parsley flakes. Mix this around. So it's been simmering for about 10 minutes. Now what I'm going to do is place this in my casserole dish and then line my potatoes on top. So I'll turn my burner off. So I have a 3-quart casserole dish on my counter. So now I'll pour the mixture in it. So now I'll line up my potatoes on top. Those 4 potatoes were perfect. So now I'll salt and pepper the top. I'll place about 4 teaspoons of butter on top. Now I'll place some foil on top of that and put it in my 350-degree oven for about an hour. Then I'll check to make sure the potatoes are fully cooked. So into the oven it goes. Now doesn't this look good? The fork goes right through. So the potatoes are all done. Hot. So now I'll put about a cup of cheese. I'm using the Fiesta blend. It's finely shredded Monterey Jack. So I'll be placing a cup of this over it. You just want to cover the potatoes. If it's a little bit more, it won't hurt. It's probably a hair over a cup. So now I'll place the foil on top and place it back in my oven. I'm going to turn my oven off and just let the cheese melt in my heated oven. It'll probably take about 5 to 10 minutes to melt. So back in the oven it goes. My oven is off. It's been 10 minutes with my oven shut off, so now I'm going to take the creamy beef and potatoes out of the oven. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at how good that looks. So now I'll give it a try. Get some of the juices. Now, doesn't that look good? So you can salt and pepper it. I'm just going to give it a little try. This is good. Get some of the beef with the potato. Deserves a second bite. Really good. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryl's Home Cooking and watching me make my cheesy beef and potato casserole. I'll see you guys next video. Bye-bye.